Hello everyone. Today we'll be talking about something a bit different but quite interesting nonetheless, and that's none other than the Iwata Revolution. I'd like to start things off by just saying how good this airbrush is for its price. Coming in around 150 Canadian, this airbrush just brings so much to the table in terms of versatility and functionality. I got this airbrush recently to replace my previous airbrush, some cheap airbrush I found off Amazon that came in a kit. And ever since then, I can say that the quality and usability of this airbrush is absolutely amazing. So far, I've only used it once, as I have not had the chance to use it more, but I can still formulate its opinion because first impressions really did hit. And it came with a little sticker in the box, which I found kinda cute. In the box, you'll find a quick startup guide and a small pamphlet detailing and talking about the airbrush itself. This can be important for people who are new to airbrushing and don't know much about how it works or how to use it. I also found this piece of paper with airbrush marks on it, and honestly, I'm not sure what it is. I don't know if it's a test or just a display of what this thing can do. And now we can move on to the airbrush itself. Iwata has thankfully provided us with a small tube of Iwata lube. Airbrush lube is important to have on hand as it can help a lot with the maintenance of the airbrush and overall keeping all parts running smoothly and lubricated. Included in the box is also a small nozzle wrench. This is helpful for the assembly and disassembly of the front area of the airbrush. The airbrush itself is made of a good quality steel, and the design is sleek and modern for its age. For comparison, here's the airbrush I mentioned earlier, the one I got off Amazon. And this is the Iwata Revolution, and I can say that the difference in quality is very apparent. The airbrush itself feels nice in my hands and has a good weight to it. The mechanism itself is also quite smooth, and I don't have any trouble at all when moving or pressing it. Taking apart an airbrush for deep cleaning is usually an annoying and tedious process, although the Iwata makes it a lot more efficient and straightforward. The entire airbrush can be taken apart in a matter of less than a minute. Finally, I can get to showing the Revolution's airbrushing abilities, and I can say that I am genuinely pleased with this. Keep in mind, the paint I am using here to airbrush is a bit old, and may not be the best example for the airbrush's capabilities. To properly test out the airbrush's capabilities, I first use it on a kit that I'm working on, but I don't mind messing up on. The kit I am using it on is Tamiya's 35th skill Kubowagen, which I'll be using in a future diorama. Overall, the paint sprayed very nicely, a lot better than my previous airbrush, and I can get a lot finer details without overspray or splatter. I've pretty much said all I wanted to about the airbrush, and I just want to say that I am in no way sponsored by Iwata. This was just something I wanted to get out, as my current projects are taking a bit to complete. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.